It's about to get filthy, girl, according to rumors. Beyoncé's finally getting a divorce from Jay-Z after discovering his firstborn baby. Beyoncé's marriage to Jay-Z never appears to give her a break because it is continuously fraught with stormy conflicts, as you all know. Rymir has been struggling to confirm his paternity for a long time. Furthermore, rumors are spreading that a judge has ultimately ruled in his favor. However, it looks like Beyoncé will not continue to play stepmother because everyone is shaking at the move. She just performed Let Us Begin after years of back and forth. It appears that Rymir Satterthwaite's situation is finally improving. According to speculations, the court has legally ordered Jay-Z to give a DNA sample in order to finally address this problem. This is nothing new, as everyone who has followed the drama knows. Because Rymir has been claiming that Jay-Z is his father for over a decade, and Jay has been making every effort to avoid the test for paternity. However, this may soon change. People have frequently wondered why Jay-Z didn't just take the test and call it quits. If he was so sure Rymir wasn't his, only a few seconds would have been required. However, there were reports that Beyoncé may have contributed to his hesitation. Rumor has it that she did not want any surprises to detract from the perfectly manicured picture she had constructed for their family. Consider this. Their public image has suffered enough from the infamous elevator brawl, cheating rumors, and the entire Lemonade era. Adding a secret grown son might absolutely ruin the Carter brand. The worst-case situation for BA could now become a reality, as the court purportedly pressures Jay to cooperate, and all they've worked so hard to achieve could be undone if the paternity test is discovered online. To be honest, sources suggest that she is largely feeling this way because she is discreetly concerned. The possibility of Rhyme stealing Jay-Z's billions, as you are all aware, since Rye came forward, some people have made fun of him online, claiming that he is only attempting to capitalize on Jay-Z's reputation or get some celebrity. It's easy to see why fans could conclude he was after Jay-Z's fortune. The fact that Jay-Z is worth $2.6 billion is more than enough reason for anyone to claim he is her father. However, Ryer insists that he is not pursuing Jay-Z's fortune, has no desire to smell. Everyone is staring at me and saying, "I'm chasing Jay-Z?" He joked. "I am looking for money. My ambition is to become renowned. For me, it was never about money. All I wanted was to know who my father was. I paid for it myself. I have 2 jobs. I manage my own affairs. All I wanted was to be respected by the courts and to find closure, as if everyone else entered and was handled with dignity and a fair trial. Why didn't I receive that? What prompted my dismissal?" But wait, it gets messier. There are speculations that Jay-Z has been avoiding the DNA test because it has nothing to do with money or power. According to speculations, Jay allegedly got Rymir's mother, Wanda, pregnant while she was a minor. If that's true, this is much more serious than his extended battle may be due to a simple paternity issue. And, let's be honest, with everything going on right now, this could swiftly escalate. As we all know, Diddy has lately been through a storm, and Jay-Z was sued last year for allegedly harming a child. If the DNA test indicates that he fathered a child with someone who was not even of legal age at the time, just imagine the chaos. However, this is when things begin to alter dramatically. According to Rye's guardian, Lily, Jay-Z's group was initially open to the idea of Rye developing a relationship with Ryer. Everything changed after they supposedly discovered the age issue. His crew reportedly shut down the entire enterprise as soon as the revelations became public. Wanda, according to Lily, may have told Sean she was older when they first met, despite the fact that she was just 16. She became pregnant but didn't know how to contact him. She continued, "His in-house attorney called me, and they were quite helpful. We agreed to handle this privately." They also talked about Rymir's musical talent and if it would be good to sign him to his record label. But I declined because he needed to finish high school. Suddenly, more attorneys became engaged, and their perspective evolved dramatically, given Wanda's alleged minor status. I believe they recognized Sean's greater risk. Following the interview, Rymir's condition gradually deteriorated. He refused to back down, blaming everything on Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Ryer and his guardian, Lily, both accused Jay-Z's legal team of dishonesty, hinting that they tried to discredit the case by allegedly bribing Rhyme's attorneys. They saw it as a last-ditch attempt to hide the truth and protect the Carters' reputation. According to reports, Lily sued its own attorneys, alleging collusion to avoid taking the test. They worked with the rapper's legal team. According to her, they secretly worked with Jay-Z's attorneys, causing procedural difficulties that resulted in the case being dismissed in Philadelphia courts.
It's crazy. It really is crazy. These judges, these lawyers. this fraud, this collusion. Who knows what it's for? Money or friendships or whatever they got going on. But I can honestly say that we should never go in the courtroom feeling like we're already the victims and we did nothing wrong.
It's hardly shocking that Jay-Z and Beyoncé would do such things, given what we've seen from them over the years, to be honest. It seems entirely compatible with their methodology. Rymir, on the other hand, was determined not to give up. He was not going to let anything he had been through break him. Despite Jay-Z's legal team's dubious practices, Rymir remained locked in. He launched a suit to unseal documents dating back to 2012, pursuing the case all the way to the Supreme Court. He claimed that keeping those records private prevented him from receiving fair justice. However, the Supreme Court shut it down, claiming that they lacked the authority to unseal trial court records or revisit appellate court judgments. Rymir didn't stop there, either. In the hopes of getting a different result, he persisted and filed a second motion with the appellate division. However, this plea was rejected down once more. The drama didn't end there, as Jay-Z and Beyoncé mocked him and said he was pursuing influence in their song. I heard them say, "Billie Jean in his prime for the 1,000th time? The kid ain't mine. They call me dad on the internet. You shouldn't take this dad thing literally. Just kidding. It's too well known. We aren't even that famous. That is all right with me. Chuck both fingers. I am sued every day. I don't wear a suit to court. Isn't the news covering everything you do? Ish has advantages too, doesn't it? Ninjas wash up still. Doing tunes like 55. Where the F asterisk 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 are you?" Rymir answered with a song of his own. "You must revert to your former self, a mature man in his conventional ways." In a subsequent interview, he explained the motivation behind the song, saying, "This is not me being petty or attempting to cause a fight or anything like that. I want to expose my songs to show the world that, no matter what others say, I'm still going strong. I'm coming for the music industry, Jay-Z. Wouldn't it be easier to just take the test if he continually said that he is not my father? It's no longer just a paternity test, there is more to it than that." Furthermore, his representative remarked, "Ry should use his music to express his emotions if Jay-Z has made them public. And they have hurt us, I agree," according to Jay-Z. He has often denied being Ry's father. He never spoke with Ry or his family, so I'm not sure who to question. Why is he fleeing capture? When Ry and Lily began to throw some of the blame on Beyoncé, things really began to unravel. They believe she actively cooperated in preserving silence and may have attempted to influence what happened behind the scenes. Lily and Rymir suspected that Beyoncé was using her power to protect the Carters' reputation and prevent the truth from being disclosed. They feel she was similarly devoted to burying the paternity, as Jay-Z is. Furthermore, they claim that they have been the focus of intimidation attempts for years. Ry claimed to have been present at the moment of his civil action against Jay-Z. According to Dr. Lily, Beyoncé was important in persuading Jay-Z to acknowledge Ry and negotiate an agreement. It's probable that Jay-Z and Beyoncé made vulgar references to Ry in their songs. They also claimed that Beyoncé had made significant threats against them, prompting them to question Liz Crokin. The objective was to tell their story and document everything in case they were hurt.
The Beyoncé thing came when a friend of mine who knew her, somebody in her camp, and she said something supposedly, this is all hearsay, about regarding saying Rymir needs to go away little boy, something to that effect. There was something out there.
Lily also said that, according to multiple insiders, Beyoncé was the one who convinced Jay-Z not to take the test.
But people were saying that she's a big part of the problems for him, and some of the things that she was doing, a woman would not, she would have some sort of role in what her husband does. And if she was secure with herself and with the situation, not saying you gotta like it, she would help her husband.
Beyoncé appears to have been more involved in this situation than we originally thought. Let's just say Beyoncé has had enough of White's backing. Now that the courts have sought Jay-Z's DNA sample, she has never accepted to play stepmother and has no intention of doing so at this moment. Speculation suggests that if she files for divorce, she will receive a percentage of his riches. Now, the test results have not yet been made public, and it is unclear whether they have been completed. Given the rumors that Beyoncé is freaking out and going to divorce Jay-Z, I believe it's safe to assume that the paternity test will come back positive. There will be much more pandemonium in this situation. Please share your thoughts on this drama with me in the interim, and then watch the video below.